Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Shawn, owner of the Tumblr, as you can see, one of the founders of 919 Elite Jeeps, and one of the founding members of the Outsiders. Here's a little insight on how I got involved in the Jeep life and what I do outside of it.
How important is family to you?
Funny you ask that. How important family is to me?
Family is very important to me, as well as friendship and my faith. As we all know, family doesn't always mean our blood relatives. I grew up in a big family back in Virginia, and the relationships formed there with them and my classmates really taught me the importance of having a good support system. That same mindset helped me to share those characteristics and concepts into my circle of friends to where the lines are blurred between them and my actual relatives. As quoted by Dominic Toretto in the Fast and Furious movies, I don't have friends, I have family. And again, they are one of the key pillars into making me who I am today.
How important is the Jeep family to you?
How important the Jeep family is to me? Well,
speaking of family, let's talk about the Jeep family. My Jeep family reminds me a lot of both my actual family and my military family. In relation to my military family, we all come from diverse backgrounds, yet coming together because we share a common interest, our love for our Jeeps. It's good to see when new Jeepers are welcomed into the culture with a sense of hospitality and a willingness to share our knowledge with them. Like with my regular family, it's a whole vibe, man, when we come together from all over the country to create memories and experiences with one another. And because of that, it paved the way for me to meet James, Paul, Michelle, and Quincy, and a select few of whom I formed that lifelong bond with. So again, family and relationships are key and very important to me. And I'm very thankful for the opportunities to be able to have these people and to have them to be a part of my life, and hopefully I'm able to do the same for them.
How has your military experience helped you since transitioning to civilian life?
Well, actually, my military experience has helped me transition into the civilian life in a myriad of ways.
For starters, my military experience has taught me the importance of incorporating structure, order, and discipline into my daily routine. This is especially the case when raising my youngest son, who has autism spectrum disorder. It also reinforces staying on task, along with time and asset management as well. Lastly, it has instilled in me the importance of leadership, commitment, and integrity, which are three key factors in running an organization, especially in the case of assisting with the day-to-day routine with both 919 Elite and with the Outsiders.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Good question. There's a lot of things I like to do in my free time, and here's a little bit of that.
In my free time, I like to tap into my creative and artistic skill sets. For example, I like to tinker with the vision that I already have in place for both the Tumblr and my slingshot, which is now known as the Hellbat. I also like to delve into interior design and the culinary arts. I like to think I've gotten pretty good to the point to where I have friends in both respective fields, and they think that I have, gone to school or received some type of formal training in both respective fields. But most importantly, I love to spend time with those who are important to me, which are, my sons, my grandkids, my girl, in my circle. These select group of people are very important to me because, they are the ones to help keep me balanced and help keep me on track and help me stay true to who I am. And I definitely appreciate that. Some other things I like to do, I like to travel. Fortunately, I've been able to touch 5 of the 7 continents. The only 2 I haven't been to is South America and Antarctica, and of course, not trying to go to Antarctica, but definitely would love to see South America at some point. Also, because I am a former athlete, one of my biggest sports was baseball, and I played basketball and I played football as well too. But baseball was primarily my main sport. So I still like to go to the batting cages, and I even play. I even dabble in a little bit of golf as well too. So I like to go to the driving ranges, or even go play, a round or two, depending on how I feel. But yeah, that's yeah. And also I like to dabble in fashion as well too. I like to stay up with some of the, the latest trends out there, while putting my own spin on it, my own personal take on it. Also an added sneakerhead, particularly a big fan of collecting the retro Jordans, particularly the ones he played in Chicago, which are the 1 through 14s primarily. But I have collected other shoes, to include some Reebok, some Adidas, and even some of the Lee Nings, Way of Wade's, which is Dwayne Wade's signature shoe. So again, that's pretty much it in a nutshell as far as things I like to do in my free time. I like to think I'm a pretty simple guy, but that's pretty much me.
What made you want a Jeep, and what goes into modding them out?
Whew. It's pretty complex, but it's a fun question. There's a lot that goes into doing those things.
For me, I had wanted a Jeep since my teen years, but didn't pull the trigger to get one until about 2 to 3 years ago. The first Jeep I got, which was a silver one that I themed Ironhide from the Transformers. I had gotten the idea and the inspiration from a good friend of mine when he first saw it, when I had started to do the modification process on it. Shortly after that, I wanted to upgrade to a 4-wheel drive so that I can drive on the beach, which is required here in North Carolina, and in the mountains, which led me to my current rig, the Tumbler. And what goes into modding your rig is really contingent upon your vision and what speaks to you, as well as your budget. But as soon as I saw the Tumbler, I instantly knew that I wanted to go with the Batman theme. After all, he is one of my favorite comic book characters. And it's definitely been a fun and an ever-evolving process ever since I purchased it back in November of 2020.
What made you become an outsider?
What made me become an outsider? I can think of 2 reasons right off the top of my head, but there's more to it. Jeep season is a corner. We all the way outside. Outsiderz. Carolina Elite. Let's go. Yeah, the 2 main reasons why the Outsiderz was started, you have to look no further than the other 2 co-founders, Paul Swiper and my man James Flames Williams. It all started with a conversation we had on Jeep Beach as a result of a young lady that was parked beside me. She felt a bit alienated because her Jeep was stopped and she didn't feel like she was included with the rest of the group. And from that conversation I had with her, started the conversation I then had with James, and then eventually brought Paul into the fold. And we wanted to formulate a group or formulate a safe place for people to feel comfortable with their Jeeps, regardless if they were stopped or they were in the process of modding it out or it was fully modded out. Everybody was included. We're all under one family. And from that point forward, from that conversation, we decided to take a step further by incorporating the media. And from that point, James decided to take it up a whole nother level. And the rest is history. Now we have the Outsiderz Instagram page and the YouTube page as well too. So we can bring people into the Black Jeep experience from our perspective.
So that pretty much sums it up in a nutshell. So I was able to, give you guys a brief look into my life and what I like to do, both with the Jeep life and outside of the Jeep life, and even before it. Hope this gives you a better understanding of who I am and how I operate. But in the meantime, thank you guys for taking the time out to view my bio, and definitely looking forward to seeing you guys outside this year in 2022 and going forward. And in the meantime, you guys be safe, and I'm going to catch y'all down that road and see you at the next event. Peace.